Family Feud host Steve Harvey is known for his funny jokes. However, based on a real-life situation that happened to him, things were no laughing matter, as the host and comedian was detained at the border. So what happened with this situation? Steve Harvey full of jokes on Family Feud. Family Feud fans are used to seeing Steve Harvey hosting the popular game show. With his flashy suits and quick comebacks, Steve has been a staple on the game show for many years. In all of the decades that the show has been on the air, the vast majority of viewers say Steve is their favorite host. With his background as a comedian, Steve Harvey is seamlessly able to play off of the survey questions on the show, as well as the answers that players give him, offering up an endless opportunity to make viral moments, which the show regularly puts on social media. Harvey caught in real-life, serious situation. As much as Steve Harvey is full of jokes on Family Feud, one situation he got himself into was no laughing matter whatsoever. It turns out, following a gig in Buffalo, New York, Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer tried to get up to Canada so they could let loose and have some fun at the casinos. Steve Harvey recently recalled the incident that followed, which happened some years ago. According to the Family Feud host, radio host, and comedian, he took cash that night because I'm going to go across the border to the casinos in Canada, and I'm gambling. Harvey continued, adding, "We in the limo, me and said, we go across the thing, and Border Patrol say, 'Who are you guys?' They took us inside, started asking us all these questions, and we just got off stage. We got pink suits on, and ***, we do look like pimps." Steve Harvey reveals the one thing that saved them. Harvey went on to say that they cut the lining of their suits and wondered why they both had so much cash on them. Overall, Harvey and Cedric were detained for 7 hours. By the time they did all of the background checks and more, it was already daylight. Harvey then talked about the one thing that saved them, adding, "They didn't find no drugs in the car, and what saved us was, that morning, an old black dude came to work and came in there, and he said, 'Steve,' and said, I said, 'Thank you, Jesus.'" What do you think of this situation that happened to Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer? Let us know in the comments below. Steve Harvey's border detention, a comedian's brush with reality. Steve Harvey, the charismatic host of Family Feud, is renowned for his quick wit and comedic timing. His ability to riff on survey questions and player responses has made him a beloved figure on the long-running game show, creating countless viral moments. However, a real-life incident involving Harvey and fellow comedian Cedric the Entertainer proved that not all situations are fodder for jokes. The two found themselves in a serious predicament when they were detained at the Canadian border, a story Harvey recently recounted with his characteristic flair. The incident occurred after a performance in Buffalo, New York. Harvey and Cedric, seeking some relaxation and entertainment, decided to cross the border into Canada to visit casinos. As Harvey explained, he had collected his payment in cash that night specifically for this purpose. "I'm going to go across the border to the casinos in Canada, and I'm gambling." This seemingly innocuous decision set in motion a chain of events that would lead to a lengthy and stressful detention. Harvey and Cedric, dressed in their flamboyant stage attire, pink suits, as Harvey vividly described, crossed the border in a limousine. Their appearance, combined with the substantial amount of cash they were carrying, immediately raised suspicion with Border Patrol. "We in the limo, me and said, we go across the thing, and Border Patrol say, 'Who are you guys?' They took us inside, started asking us all these questions. And we just got off stage. We got pink suits on and ***. We do look like pimps."
Border Patrol's
Harvey suspicions were understandable. The comedian's flashy attire and the large sum of cash they were carrying fit a certain stereotype, raising red flags for law enforcement. Harvey described the intense scrutiny they faced. They cut the lining of their suits and wondered why they both had so much cash on them. The detailed search and questioning underscored the seriousness of the situation. The comedians, who had simply intended to enjoy a night at the casino, suddenly found themselves the subject of a thorough investigation. The detention dragged on for 7 long hours. Harvey and Cedric were subjected to background checks and other procedures, a process that stretched late into the night and eventually into daylight. The comedians, caught in this unexpected legal entanglement, must have felt a growing sense of anxiety. The lighthearted atmosphere of their post-show relaxation had evaporated, replaced by the stark reality of a border detention. As Harvey recounted the story, he emphasized the one factor that ultimately saved them from further complications: the absence of any illegal substances. They didn't find no drugs in the car, he stated. This crucial detail likely prevented the situation from escalating further. The discovery of drugs would have undoubtedly led to more serious charges and consequences. However, even without drugs, the situation remained tense. What ultimately tipped the scales in their favor was an unexpected stroke of luck, a moment of serendipity that Harvey attributes to divine intervention. And what saved us was, that morning, an old black dude came to work and came in there, and he said, "Steve," and said, "I said, thank you, Jesus." Harvey explained, this chance encounter with a fan working at the border crossing proved to be their salvation. The recognition by a staff member likely helped to humanize them in the eyes of the authorities and dispel any lingering suspicions. It served as a reminder that these were not hardened criminals, but well-known entertainers. Harvey's story provides a glimpse into the unpredictable nature of life, even for celebrities. It highlights the potential for seemingly innocuous actions to lead to unexpected and serious consequences. The incident serves as a reminder that border crossings are serious matters and that individuals should be prepared for scrutiny regardless of their status. While Harvey's comedic retelling of the event adds a layer of humor, the underlying experience was undoubtedly stressful and potentially damaging to their reputations. The story also underscores the importance of being aware of the laws and regulations regarding carrying large sums of cash across international borders. While Harvey's intention was simply to gamble at a casino, his actions triggered suspicion and ultimately led to their detention. This incident could serve as a cautionary tale for anyone considering crossing borders with significant amounts of cash. Beyond the legal implications, the story also offers a glimpse into the human side of Steve Harvey. It reveals that even someone as famous and successful as he is can find himself in a vulnerable and unsettling situation. His reliance on humor to recount the story is a testament to his resilience and ability to find levity even in challenging circumstances. The "thank you, Jesus" exclamation highlights his faith and his belief in divine intervention. In conclusion, Steve Harvey's border detention story is a compelling narrative that blends humor, suspense, and a touch of the unexpected. It's a reminder that life can throw curveballs, even at the most famous among us, and that sometimes a little bit of luck and a friendly face can make all the difference. While the incident was undoubtedly a serious matter, Harvey's ability to recount it with humor and perspective offers a valuable lesson about resilience and the importance of staying grounded, even in the face of unexpected challenges.